We all have a dark side. It's part of being human, an intrinsic aspect of our nature. But some people have personality traits that are deeply rooted in manipulation, callousness, and a lack of empathy. These traits, when clustered together, form what psychologists call the Dark Triad. Understanding this triad is crucial for navigating the complexities of human relationships and protecting ourselves from potential harm. The Dark Triad is not about diagnosing mental illness or labeling someone as inherently bad. It's about recognizing patterns of behavior that can be destructive and harmful. This understanding can empower you to make informed decisions about who you let into your life and how you interact with them. These aren't your everyday flaws or quirks that everyone has. We're talking about a dangerous combination of traits that can lead to exploitation, deceit, and even violence. This isn't about labeling people. It's about understanding the signs and protecting yourself from potential threats. By the end of this discussion, you'll have a clearer picture of the Dark Triad, its implications, and how to spot the red flags. Knowledge is power, and in this case, it could be the key to safeguarding your well-being and the well-being of those you love. Stay informed, stay vigilant. Let's break down the Dark Triad into its three components: narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. These three traits, when combined, create a potent mix of toxic behavior that can be incredibly damaging to those around them. Each trait has its own unique characteristics, but they all share a common thread of self-serving behavior and a disregard for others. First, we have narcissism. Imagine someone who is completely absorbed in themselves, craving admiration and lacking empathy. They are often preoccupied with fantasies of unlimited success, power, brilliance, beauty, or ideal love. They have an inflated sense of self-importance and a belief that they are superior to others. This grandiosity often leads them to exploit others to achieve their own ends. Rules don't apply to them. Then there's Machiavellianism, named after the infamous political strategist Niccolo Machiavelli. This trait is characterized by a manipulative and deceitful nature. These individuals are master manipulators. They are strategic in their thinking and will use any means necessary to achieve their goals, often at the expense of others. They are cunning, deceptive, and will use any means necessary to achieve their goals, regardless of who gets hurt in the process. Finally, we have psychopathy, perhaps the most chilling of the three. Psychopaths are characterized by a profound lack of empathy, remorse, and guilt. Psychopaths are characterized by a lack of remorse, empathy, and guilt. They are often impulsive, irresponsible, and prone to antisocial behavior. Their charm can be incredibly deceptive, making it difficult to see their true nature. They can easily manipulate others into doing their bidding, often leaving a trail of destruction in their wake. These are just brief descriptions of complex personality traits. It's important to understand that these traits can manifest in varying degrees and combinations. However, it's important to remember that not everyone who exhibits some of these traits is a part of the Dark Triad. Many people may show mild forms of these traits without being harmful. These traits exist on a spectrum, and it's the combination and intensity that truly defines the Dark Triad. Understanding where someone falls on this spectrum can help in identifying potential risks. Understanding the nuances of each trait is essential. This knowledge can aid in developing strategies to manage or mitigate the negative impacts of these traits. In the next section, we'll delve deeper into how these traits overlap and what makes them so toxic when combined. Stay tuned as we explore the intricate dynamics of the Dark Triad. While distinct, the traits of the Dark Triad intertwine and reinforce one another, creating a potent and often dangerous personality cocktail. This blend of traits can be particularly insidious. This interconnectedness makes these individuals particularly adept at exploiting others and evading detection. They can seamlessly switch between different manipulative tactics. For instance, a narcissist's inflated ego might lead them to believe they are entitled to manipulate others, a hallmark of Machiavellianism. This sense of entitlement can be very dangerous. Similarly, a psychopath's lack of empathy might make them more likely to engage in the deceitful tactics favored by Machiavellians. Their cold, calculated nature makes them formidable. These overlapping traits create a vicious cycle. Each trait feeds into the other, making it difficult to break free from their influence. The narcissist's need for admiration feeds the Machiavellian's desire for control, creating a powerful dynamic, which in turn reinforces the psychopath's callous disregard for others. This lack of empathy can be devastating. This interconnectedness makes it challenging to disentangle the individual traits in someone exhibiting Dark Triad characteristics. They often present a complex and confusing persona. They often operate in tandem, creating a confusing and potentially harmful interpersonal dynamic. This can lead to significant emotional and psychological damage. Understanding this overlap is crucial for recognizing the red flags and protecting yourself from manipulation and exploitation. Awareness is the first step to safeguarding your well-being. In the next section, we'll explore which of these traits is considered the darkest and its impact on individuals and society as a whole. Stay tuned for a deeper dive into the most sinister aspect of the Dark Triad.